Hey everybody, this is Momo from the Momo Zone here on YouTube. Hope everybody's doing great. Today I'm going to talk about something called confidence. Confidence comes from a place that accumulates like a bunch of experience. You know that if you do this, then that is going to happen. And you know that as a fact because you've done it so many times that you can like basically predict. You know, there's always that percentage of chance that something can turn out differently. But, you know, that's part of confidence. I got a letter from somebody called Anthony. Hey, Anthony. By the way, you sound like a really, really cool guy. Anthony, his webcam wasn't working, so he sent me an audio message, and I got to hear a little bit what he sounds like, and he told me a bit about himself. I'm going to read you guys the letter. It's really cool. It says, I would like to ask you a question. One of your videos says you can do anything if you put your mind to it. I am a gamer, a web designer, and a programmer, and a PC builder. Everyone says I'm amazing at them, but I have no confidence whatsoever. Just the fact that he reached out to someone to ask that is already step number one. Anthony, actually, you sound fairly young. I don't know how old you are, but you sound like you're pretty young, and you're sponsored by Microsoft, which is totally cool. I would imagine that you're sponsored with them as a gamer, or I guess you'll let me know that in the future. But you sound like a little whiz kid. When you're a whiz kid, that even though you know how to do a lot of things, it somehow could somehow put you out of the box sometimes, you know, because it's not always about the talent, it's about what you do with that talent. I come from the music business, and in the music business I've seen so many people that are like virtuosos of their instruments, you know, and it doesn't matter how good you are, how many notes you can play, and you're gonna have these other guys that just know how to put together 3 chords just right, and these guys they're gonna make it work. Confidence, okay, is a state of mind. That's number one. I gotta tell you, it's kind of like meditation. Putting yourself in that state of mind of saying, I am confident at what it is I'm gonna do. If you feel good, then other people around you are gonna feel that feel good, and they're gonna feel good. And anybody who doesn't want to feel that feel-good feeling is a party fucking pooper. And these guys are basically there to bring you down and not bring you up. Therefore, they shouldn't even be part of your crew. They should not be part of your life, period. You're a cerebral person. You're thinking so deep about this stuff that it's almost like your voice is on the outside of your head, and you kind of feel that, well, people should know this because it's obvious. Well, maybe what's obvious to you is not obvious to them. I find that over the years that, you know, if you don't paint the picture of how you want people to see you, okay, your average person is just not going to be able to know. Why? Because especially in this time of age, attention span has gotten much, much shorter. So people don't take the time to taste, to savor, to go out and reach and learn. They don't really go out to do that. So you need to say, bang, this is who I am. This is what I do. Do I fit in your plan? Do you fit in my plan? If not, you're gone. Let's talk about using all your attributes to your advantage. You say, look, you can build computers. You're a web designer. Nah, you're a web designer. Now, that's good. This is the way of the future. Anybody who's not on this bandwagon is going to be wiped out. You say you know how to design websites. Well, the very first thing you should do, if you don't already have, you need to design yourself a website that puts you in a place the way you would like to be seen and understood. You take your talent, you take your stuff. If you're a gamer, you know how to build little games. I don't know what it is you know how to do. Once I get to know you better, I'll give you the killer suggestion. You know, but you need to put yourself a web page together where you are defined, where you can live on that. And that is the living proof of your talent without you having to explain one thing to one person, because those pages should reflect exactly what you are in a non-egotistical way. Just the proof of the work. The proof is in the pudding. If you're a computer guy and you're a gamer, you're already buried in that computer world. You might as well expose it. Expose it in the right way. You gotta go to the end of your ideas. All those ideas that you have in your head, but you have to be defined. And by defining yourself, say on a web page, you're going to get to look at yourself, and in the months that go by, you're going to say, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change that, I'm going to change this, and you put that stuff in the archives, and you get to see your own evolution. When you start redefining yourself, you're going to see that people who wouldn't talk to you before are going to talk to you, And new people who never talked to you before, didn't know you exist, are going to be talking to you. And most of these people are the ones that are going to be replacing these people in your life right now that say, just don't appreciate what it is you are and what you do. Walking the walk and talking the talk, okay? Very important. In other words, commit to an idea, okay? Say you're going to do it, and then do it at all costs. Just get it over with. I mean, that's what I do. You can't do everything that pops in your head, but you got to take the ideas that you think are doable, that you can get out of your system, put it into some kind of format, like this website, for instance, okay? And then you move on. But then it's always like your brain, which is a garage, is being constantly spring clean, and it's cleaning you. Room for new ideas, all that. Otherwise, it's like a big storage room for thousands of ideas that are bouncing off the wall, and it's never focused. You know, so the focus, walking the walk, talking the talk, always doing what you say you're going to do, and you do it and you finish it. And short-term goals will reach up to big-term goals, you know. And lots of little short-term goals will help you figure out exactly what it is you want to do and what you want to be for real. Because like I've said before, you know, sometimes what you think is what you want is not really what you're going to wind up getting, and it's not what you thought it was, you know. What you got to do is calm the traffic jam up there. And you got to only let X amount of ideas in there so that you can actually get things done. And then paranoia disappears. When the paranoia disappears, you just become like clear. And you become happy with yourself and you feel good in your own skin. And then people know it. People know when you're a bullshitter or not. That's why I'm talking to people on YouTube these days, because I got a lot to say, and you know, I'm heading to a certain age right now where, you know, people tried to stop me to do what I want to do, and now we have this digital age. Well, guess what? I'm doing this straight up, straight pipe to the people who want to hear it. And if you don't, people who don't want to hear it, it's okay. But if we're all allowed to express ourselves, then I know that my true motivation is a good and an honest one. I want to help people who want to help themselves. And if a couple of suggestions and taking a little bit of time out of my day to help somebody by guiding them in the right direction helps one person. Anthony, this episode was dedicated to you, and lots of people have the same problem out there. Let's not even call it a problem. We need a little tweak for the people who suffer from this thing, you know? And so that's it. So thanks for listening. You guys are on the Mumbo Zone on YouTube. Peace out, Anthony. And I'm looking forward to getting a response from you, and we can figure out some more stuff, and let's make this happen. I would like to see you in the new year. Just be the master of your own destiny right now. Even if you're like 12 years old, you know? It's like, it would be real cool.